Hey everybody, welcome to the Double Stuff Podcast. We're double the hosts, double the topics, and double the fun. I'm Sarah.
I'm Charity.
I'm Alan.
And I'm Dan.
And guys, we are at our season finale of season 12.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying this. It was our get to know each other series, even though I think we've been doing that for the past 2 years.
We've been getting to know each other for a long time.
A long time. It's just now we have audio to document that, to make us all official. So, like I said before, it's our season finale, and you guys know the drill by now.
It's a game.
It's going to be a game of some sort.
Game time.
So I thought we'd do something a little bit different. It still maybe kind of goes with our get to know. But have you guys ever played the game? You probably see it online, or maybe you guys have done it in a group, where it's like, all right, you've been kidnapped and you're put into a warehouse, and the last people, or the last TV show you watched, are people that are going to rescue you.
Recently.
Oh, you don't say. So we play this game, I guess maybe individually or something, and I feel like it's always kidnapping. I don't know. I mean, I guess I do know why, but I figure there's
because
like
nobody wants to be kidnapped.
nobody wants to be, but
you need
a hero.
But you need to keep your head on a swivel. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
It's true, but I feel like there's so many other hypothetical situations that you can put that in. So I figured that can be our game, and I'm calling it TV Hypotheticals because I don't know if there's an actual name to this kind of
television.
game. Yeah, and we put ourselves in hypothetical situations, so we put the two together.
Okay.
And we have TV Hypotheticals.
That sounds like a game.
That sounds like a very good game. So I'm going to start, you know what? I'm going to start with Dan on this. So I'm going to give you a hypothetical situation.
Hypothetically?
Hypothetically.
All right.
A hypothetical situation.
No, I'm just
and we're
confused.
just...
This is a real thing? It's a double hypothetical.
It's a double hypothetical. It's a
It's guaranteed to come true.
Yeah, so when you walk out, you actually see what comes true for you.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Dan, you need to feed a giant gorilla at the zoo, but you can't go into the enclosure alone. So the people that are going to join you, or the characters that are going to join you, is the cast from your last drama.
The last drama.
The last drama you've watched.
All right. The last drama that I watched was a new show on Netflix. Talk about a series, like a TV series.
Oh, it could be a series, yeah.
Okay. Was a new show on Netflix called Sandman. So I have a bunch of people, but in particular, it would be Morpheus, the King of Dreams.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's an endless, so he's like the embodiment of the concept of dreams.
Is this like a new Marvel?
It's based on a DC comic from the 80s.
DC.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was Vertigo technically, but DC owns it now. And it was written by Neil Gaiman, and it takes place in the DC universe technically, but it's sort of like a horror thriller comic that they just adapted into like the
DC
Netflix
always
series.
goes dark.
I know and like I said, this was Vertigo, so this is like their dark imprint. At the time, this show is much more cleaned up. I mean, it's still a little dark, but it's not as dark as the comic.
Did you say it was written by Neil Diamond?
Neil Gaiman.
Oh, Gaiman! I was like, what?
Yeah,
He does that too.
he's multi-talented.
He's multi-talented.
And then that's the way the song. Okay, because I was like, I thought I heard right.
This is like a CW version of a dark
No,
drama.
it's really not.
Oh, okay.
No. But it is on Netflix. I highly suggest it. It's very good. I've only watched a few episodes so far, but that's one of the characters.
So he would join you in the enclosure.
He would join me in the enclosure. He would literally just make the gorilla dream of eating, and then it would materialize. It would happen, basically.
Ooh,
that's
it'd be good
easy.
to go.
That might save money at the zoo. We'll just get somebody that can
Save money.
conjure up animal feed. In that case, you could probably go not just to the gorilla enclosure. You could probably do the whole entire
Just
zoo
all
like
of them.
that.
Yep, absolutely.
Ooh,
Take
I
care
like
of
that.
business.
Okay. Ooh, I like. See, that kind of makes you null and void, I guess, at that point. Though.
Yeah, that's right. I don't need to do anything. I can just sit back and collect the check.
Yeah.
So you just own the zoo while everyone else does the work for
Exactly.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Or you just have him just dream everything up, and then he'll be like, I'm getting tired of doing this. And then he dreams that you actually got all that money. And then you find yourself in the enclosure. Ooh, that took a turn.
It's Inception.
Dreamception.
Slow fade.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I like that hypothetical one. Okay, Charity, I'm going to give you one.
Okie dokie.
All right, let's do this. So, Charity, you are the head coach of a losing volleyball team, which is highly unfortunate.
Yeah, no kidding. Come on, Charity.
You decide to recruit new players in order to win this championship. Wow.
Championship.
Championship.
Nice.
I have an accent all of a sudden.
All right.
I do declare.
Yeah. Is this tournament in Oklahoma?
Funny you should say. So the new team is the cast from your favorite Broadway musical.
A Broadway musical. So we were
They're all
watching.
cats.
I was gonna say we
They're
watched.
just playing with the ball.
Their paws get stuck on the net.
I was gonna say that would not work.
Just pops the ball.
You're just herding cats.
I was gonna say we watched Hello Dolly recently.
Oh yes.
So that's probably what I would have to go with. So is it the real people or is it the characters?
Oh,
It's totally the characters, right?
if it's the movie, you get Barbara Streisand.
Because you get Barbara Streisand,
but-
Walter Matthau.
But if it's the play, you get Carol Channing. So it just depends.
See, I thought she always sounded so weird. And
She has an
looked
interesting
funny.
voice.
Yeah, I'd go with Barbara Streisand.
Wait, like Rizzo?
no,
No,
no.
That's Stalker Channel.
Sorry, check.
My
Yeah,
bad.
no, it's okay. Yeah, hello, Dolly, a little bit older.
I was gonna say. That seems way too young.
But it would be interesting because then you get Walter Matthau on your volleyball team, and that would be a sight to see.
Yeah, he'd just give up. This is the dumbest game I've ever seen in my life.
I'll go past and be like, whoops.
I just barely
I need to that or he just starts gambling on everything. I bet you $1 million you'll miss.
Oh, but then plus side, you'll get your star player Louis Armstrong.
Aw, could he sing the national anthem at the beginning too? Like,
Oh,
start us-
say, can you see?
Is that- that's your-
That's
that's your best Armstrong impression.
the first only.
I think it works.
Exactly. He's like, is that it?
Is that it?
Like, okay.
It's like he's in the room.
I guess we're playing.
Oh man, what a terrible game that would be. But I would stay for the Louis Armstrong singing the national anthem. Is that common for volleyball games? I don't know.
Sure, any sporting
And for a
event.
championship.
Yeah.
It is in charities losing
Yes,
volleyball world.
in my world. Hey, we need something to raise our spirits after all those lost games.
That's
right.
true. So they would lose the game, but they would do it in song.
Yeah, I remember when Armstrong sang
Yeah.
Stop Believing.
Yeah, they paired up with Journey. It was fun.
Yeah, oh yeah.
His
Louis
trumpet.
Armstrong, Steve Perry.
It was an Armstrong journey. Ooh, I like that. I can't see it happening at all, but the mental picture I have in my mind is absolutely priceless. Okay, Alan.
Oh, yes. Did they win the game? I don't know.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Do you think that would they win with Barbara Streisand, Walter Matthau, Michael Crawford, Louis Armstrong?
Because Louis sang us home, I think we actually won this
All
one.
right.
Yay! Thank you, Louis.
And that's another show-stopping number when we freeze frame. Okay, Alan, your turn.
Okay.
You want to cook brisket.
I did cook brisket,
You did, and
Yes.
didn't bring us any.
and I didn't bring you
How
any.
rude.
It was that good.
I forgive you.
I don't.
Yeah, the
so
vegan forgives you. So you want to cook brisket, but your grill is broken.
That would never happen.
Hypothetically,
Hypothetically,
So,
I'll try to imagine.
you'll try to.
Even in
already
the hypothetical universe.
Yeah.
he's
My grill is
hypothetically
tip-top.
getting upset about it.
Now, if you said your home's dilapidated, maybe, but
Maybe.
the grill pristine.
Pristine.
It's well
We have
maintained.
nowhere to live, but we're gonna eat.
We're gonna
That's
eat
right.
well. But let's say you do have to,
Okay.
so you have to borrow one from your next door neighbor.
Okay, he doesn't have one, but hypothetically he does.
But
Okay.
the next door neighbor is a character from an old kids TV show you used to watch.
Ooh,
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
what
my neighbor is LeVar Burton?
He's not a cart. Well, he's a
You
cartoon
said a
character.
kids show, didn't
Oh, I
you?
guess I did say.
Okay, wait a second.
Oh, that's true. I guess I did.
No, he's not a cartoon character. Never mind.
I did say old kids show, so I guess it doesn't have to be a cartoon.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, it's
so
gotta be
LeVar Burton?
Reading Rainbow
Yeah.
style. Yeah.
I
So,
would
so when
definitely-
you open the grill, a rainbow comes out.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and the butterfly.
The butterfly in the sky.
No, Gordy LaForge shows up and
Oh.
teaches you how to make brisket from the future.
Yeah. It's like, all you got to do is hit this button.
Just the
buddy.
replicator. Perfect
Oh,
brisket every time.
okay. Were we thinking
Mr.
too?
LaForge, you can take your replicator. You can go into the future.
Sorry, I was thinking
I
too
like to run
literary.
a whole day babysitting beef just praying that it's going to work out, and I won't know until 8 hours later.
I say if it's reading Rainbow, he'll just read you about
That's
how
right.
He'll read you.
Well, he can read the cookbook too.
That's right.
Yeah.
read the instructions.
He'd be like,
It's
today,
not a long book for brisket.
he's like, today we're
pretty
gonna
easy.
do brisket
He was
by
supposed to
Betty
be bringing
Crocker.
you the stove. He was the grill, right? He
Yeah.
was supposed to be bringing it to you,
Oh, yeah,
not
he-
telling you how to make
okay.
it. Right.
Yeah, he read the manual, you know. Today we're going to read the General Electric Grill 5674B.
He's gonna take you on a world of adventure.
Yeah.
And I'll just
Teaching you how
I
to
would
run
just
this
I would
grill.
just skip all that, and I'm like, look, LeVar, I don't have to take your word for it. I'll read it myself. That's right. Let's get the grill. Let's get this fire going.
I'll
This
see
is
you
gonna
next
take a while.
time. Oh, that was great, Alan. I love
Very
that
nice,
one.
very nice.
That one actually had closure. That worked out. That one deserved a credit roll at the end of that one. Okay. All right. Now, Charity will have one for me because I didn't want to be partial at creating my own scenario.
Okay. So, you are quitting Double Stuff Podcast and going on your own
Oh, no.
to start a new podcast. So, you're leaving us behind. How rude.
Oh, perish the thought.
Okay. The last band or musician that you listen to are your new host or host, and the title of your favorite song by them is the name of your new podcast.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Coming from someone who mainly listens to a lot of old stuff, I actually did listen to something modern recently because, you know, I like to shake things up a bit. So at the time of this recording, I had recently watched the new Elvis movie. And I know it was a slew of different artists, but the soundtrack was amazing. So I guess the cast from the Elvis movie, and then maybe if I had the episode title, would probably be one of the songs they did a lot, which was "Suspicious Minds." So
I listened to it.
So the podcast episode or the podcast series would be called "Suspicious Minds," with the cast from Elvis, or maybe it could actually be Elvis himself. That'd be cool to have the king
That'd be
himself
fun.
on my show with Priscilla Presley and the whole family and stuff. So maybe I can kind of merge the two together. And so, you know, maybe I can get the cast plus the actual people that's based off of in my hypothetical Hollywood type world. Yeah.
Suspicious Minds coming
We
this fall.
can't go on now, baby. Suspicious Minds. That's the closest. Sorry, Alan just hit puberty, guys. Sorry about that.
No, that was the, I don't know if you. That wasn't me.
No.
That was the radio.
Oh, that was the radio?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
the-
okay.
We'll turn that radio off.
Oh, we're getting the static up in here. Okay, this was round one, so I think we're due for everyone to do a second round of our TV hypotheticals. So let's go back to you, Dan.
Me?
Let's go back to you
Oh,
because
On the spot.
it's on the spot in the best way possible. So no one believes you when you claim that you saw a llama running past the house on Christmas Day.
Such a common occurrence.
It is. I know that happened to me like 3 weeks ago.
Everybody can relate.
I didn't know that llamas were like unpettable. Is that right?
You're looking at me like I'm a llama.
The llama expert.
Yeah,
here.
come on.
I can look at one and I can be like, that's a llama. And that's
Yeah.
as far as my expertise
The
goes.
llama whisperer.
I do love that, Alan, you did look directly at Dan and was like,
He's the expert out of the four of
you've
us.
been around llamas enough.
Oh,
like,
you know.
You can pet
know
a
how
llama.
llamas are.
Why would you tell people you can't pet? I never said anything of the sort.
Well,
So-
notoriously cranky and runaways.
Wait, I guess the can or should? Oh, this is a tangent.
Ooh,
We're
okay.
getting to- I think anybody can pet a llama.
That's true.
Whether or not
Should.
it ends up well is another story.
I think that's
You have a trink gun. That's step one.
I think that's what we talk about during Christmas about things being edible. It's like anything is edible, but should it be?
Yeah. And are you going to wake up with a tummy ache?
Go tummy ache. So, because that you claim that you saw this llama, I think your parents and the rest of your family are pretty concerned about you. So they're trying to seek medical guidance
Makes sense.
because they love you so much. So the person that they choose to give you some psychiatric help is your favorite game show host.
Favorite game show host? It's been a long time since I really watched a lot of game shows. My gut reaction wants to say Kenan Thompson from all the SNL skits because he should be a game show
Yo,
host.
yeah. Great.
When he
Yeah.
leaves SNL, that's exactly what he should do as
Yeah,
game show host.
he's
But
good.
I would probably Well, no, because he's not around anymore. I guess
Well,
is it alive or dead?
It could be living or dead.
Okay, then it would have to be Trebek.
Oh,
Because I like Jeff.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
Well, what is a psychiatric case?
What is a llama?
For 10, Alex. So basically, he'll ask you everything in a question, or he'll ask, and then you have to
I have
answer
to
it with
answer
a
it in
question.
the form of a question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
like
But he'll give you all the answers.
Why do
yeah.
you think you saw a llama? It's like,
well, what is
what is a llama?
what is my family don't understand me?
Double Jeopardy.
Ooh, I do like that answering. I feel like that would be never ending though, because it's kind of hard to get closure unless you win points after you go through your psychiatric.
I'm sure.
I mean,
that
he's
there are
always gonna
plenty
need
people that are
therapy,
seeing
so-
psychiatrists to win
I'm
points.
sure.
Yeah.
Be like,
He's gonna always
He
need
always
help.
needs therapy, so
You'd
we're
be like,
good.
Dr. Trebek, I'll take What's Wrong With Me for 500. Oh, it's the Video Daily Double.
Daily double stuff podcast.
That's right.
Ooh,
Very nice.
yeah, that was very underwhelming. Okay, Alan, we'll go to you.
Okay.
So, King Alan of Bel Air
Yep.
is renovating his castle and must add more alligators to his moat,
Okay.
as you already do have, right? So the person or persons that are going to deliver the alligators to you are characters from the last book you've read.
Ooh. The last book I read was the story of Genghis Khan. So,
So Genghis Khan is going to help deliver.
which I always thought, well, as far as like Genghis Khan, those were titles that were given to him. So he was born with a different name. I cannot pronounce his name. But not only that, I mean, there's okay. So let me give you just a quick history, and then I'll answer your question. Here's something really interesting. So he was as far as the Mongols themselves and the cultures that they represent were just a bunch of tribes in Mongolia. Wasn't even Mongolia then, but at age 15 he was already married.
Ooh.
And he and his brother, if there are historians that are listening, I apologize. Straight up apologize.
Well, we're also incorporating alligators, so there's going to be a lot of...
fair enough.
It's not fully accurate.
All right, so let's get back to it. So it's a 15-year-old Genghis Khan that is delivering these alligators to me.
With his Mongolian tribe.
No, not at that time.
Oh, okay.
He did not have his tribe yet.
Okay.
So
it's a tribeless 15-year-old married Genghis Khan.
But I could see it happening. I mean, it was
You could see it happening.
These guys were brutal. I mean, they were absolutely brutal.
Yeah,
So-
but not with the alligators. We're still
it
still
wouldn't matter. I don't.
I saw
Oh.
a video on Reddit just yesterday where a dude took a frying pan and fought off an alligator. It was like
I did see that. I did see that.
I mean, there's a level of
I think Genghis Khan could take care of an alligator.
like in our culture, we talk about the loss of innocence, like in our 20s or something like that. No, that's historically that happened when maybe you were 5 or 6 or something. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a ruthless, terrifying world and hellscape that they all lived in
Well, I
on
guess
a daily basis.
I guess this would make it really interesting because
blood
if you're
feuds.
if you're King Alan, this is your kingdom, your domain,
Okay.
and then you have a 15.
Oh.
Then you have a
I have an
very
invader.
Yeah.
And then I
Oh.
have to. So in this case,
You calling up your buddy?
I have to call up my buddy.
Okay.
Yeah. LeVar. I gotta get LeVar to come over and read him a book.
LeVar keeps
calm
calling
him
over,
down.
trying to tell me how to make my brisket. I need alligator.
That's right. That's right.
look at alligator brisket today.
That's it. So we make him a brisket because this is
It's a peace offering.
And he doesn't. I mean, 15-year-old Genghis Khan. He doesn't know what money is, right? He wants something tangible.
Yeah.
So a brilliantly cooked brisket, I think that he would say is an adequate payment for these alligators that somehow he got and delivered to me. So that's how it would be.
Oh, this is the most colorful one
Yeah.
yet. That took a turn I was not expecting. we got a book club discussion,
Right.
a bit of a
That's true. We do.
historical quote unquote,
Uh-huh.
and then we got to create your brisket in there. So
Yeah.
Alan came full circle.
I did.
Okay, Charity, for you. So, Charity is suspicious about investing her money in a scheme that involves white rabbits. You ask advice from your most trustworthy friend. And this happens to be your favorite cartoon character.
Okay, I'm just going to go with the first one that came to mind, which was Pink Panther.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
A panther with a rabbit. You get putting the animals together.
Well, there are a few episodes of Pink Panther where he actually did talk.
Yes. Why can't man be more like animals?
Yeah. So
Basically, it's Rich Little. It's Rich Little as the Pink Panther. Also, Peter Sellers, if you want to do the movie.
Yeah.
Here's another thing too. Why was he smoking? He smokes a cigarette with
with a cigarette holder.
With a
Oh, because that was sexy back then.
makes
It
it
would
look
still
cool
kill
and
you, but you did it
sleek.
with style.
Yeah.
There's just so many
Yeah.
things that are so bizarre.
No, that was a very sophisticated way of smoking. Like I said, it still killed you, but it was just fancy.
No, we were watching a movie the other day. Burt Reynolds movie.
Hooper?
Yeah. And so there's a scene where he goes and talks to this doctor because he's a stuntman. So he's talking to his doctor about a possible back injury. And the doctor's smoking while he's looking at him.
Yeah, and he's giving him like, oh, the prognosis don't look good. You can be paralyzed. And then Burt Reynolds
He pulls the cigarette out of his mouth and he's like, you're telling me about, health or whatever. But obviously that was common because doctor would just smoke while he's diagnosing you. So yeah, we've come a long way in what.
Well, back in the old
is
days,
appropriate.
doctors would recommend, Lucky Strike cigarettes or Marlboro Lights. That was a common thing.
I don't often smoke, but when I do,
I mean, pretty
it's
much.
the
It's a Virginia Slim.
So your Pink Panther character. So if he was to try to keep you from getting scammed, would it be the Pink Panther as in the Panther, or would it be like Peter Sellers in the Pink Panther?
You said
Well,
cartoon
I did say
character,
cartoon.
So since
yeah.
it's cartoon character, it would have to be the actual Pink Panther cartoon.
Okay, so how would he do it? You got an idea?
How would he keep me from investing my money?
Yeah, somehow
He'd probably lose it. Like, because
Yeah.
there's that episode where he's like, the whole episode, he's chasing this quarter that's like rolling down the street and like,
oh yeah,
like into the street and the sewers and in and out of shops and stuff. So like, if he ended up having my money, I probably would have lost it either way.
So good news, you didn't get scammed. Bad news, I lost your investment anyway.
Drop it down a sewer pipe.
Drop it down the
something.
sewer pipe.
Yeah.
Well, there's one where he buried his money in a place that he didn't think anybody would find it, and then the construction site comes and builds a giant building on top of it. So then he's trying to take his pickaxe. And
that's true.
He's picking at all the building trying to find the money. So yeah, he's really bad with finances.
Bad with money.
So
for whatever reason, I decided he's the one I'm going to talk to about my financial investments.
I mean, a panther that is pink makes it novel. All right, last one for me.
Okay. You are producing a Broadway-style musical show, and you need a facility to perform it in. So you need help breaking into Century 2, and you also need people to help you be a lookout while you're performing because you're not supposed to be in there.
Yes.
So the last movie you watched are the people that are helping you break in. So it's a two-part job. They have to help you break in, and then they have to make sure nobody comes in and like...
This actually works out because me and you and our sister Christy literally, no lie, just watched Ocean's 11.
It's true. The first one.
The first one. Well, not the Brat Pack
Well, yeah,
one.
not
I was
the...
gonna say,
not with Frank Sinatra. That would have been interesting
the
too.
2001
Yeah.
version.
Good movie.
Yeah.
So I feel like this would be the easiest thing ever because all I got to do. All I need to do is get my ragtag team to happen to know everything about everything, all the ins and outs, and we get to see reenactments of how we're going to break in, and just do easy infiltration. I don't even technically even have to be there. I can probably be.
Nope.
I'll be at the Broadview.
You could be the Elliot Gould of the group.
Yeah. that's
Oh
exactly
yes,
what it is.
I'll be okay. I could totally be Elliot Gould. I can do that. But I would have to be there afterwards. Be like, let's put this show on the road. Oh, I gotta have the cigar in my mouth. I got a show on the road, and then
You have to pay them though, because the
true.
reason why they broke into the casino was to get money.
That's true. They have no stakes.
Yeah.
with
So if
this.
they broke in and then were like the lookout and kept other people away, you would have to pay them like a really big amount of money.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
wasn't the reason that Danny broke in there in the first place to get revenge
for his
Yes.
his ex-wife.
Yeah,
His
that's
name?
true.
Andy Garcia.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
his
Andy Garcia.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I meant the character.
His character. Yeah, I don't remember his
Big
character.
shot casino guy.
Guy number
I remember
one.
Danny. I remember Tess. I remember like someone's name.
The other
I can't
ones.
remember Andy Garcia's name.
Yeah.
That's true. And then so it would just be me and Julia Roberts looking stoically on as they're doing all the work, and we're just like,
It's not
Men.
not a bad gig. I
Yeah.
sit and watch Brad Pitt do things.
I'd sit and watch Brad Pitt.
Considering that movie is just watching Brad Pitt eat things,
Yeah.
a lot of people would watch it do a lot of things.
At first, he would go to one of the local food trucks first, and then while he's eating and licking his fingers, he'd be like, "Oh, okay, that you do this."
You guys swing by the Uno Mas food truck first before you start.
Oh yeah. So it would be Ocean's 11 cool stuff, and instead of showing off all the Vegas stops, it'd just be all Wichita places. Trying to get good with the guy at Exploration Place that happens to connect to the underground area.
Under the river.
That's true. Remember, because we figured out that the lid opens up and then the Underminer comes out.
I am the Underminer.
Yeah, like we talked about in the Secret Agent episode. So so mine's pretty easy. Again, they don't. I'm trying to think what money they would get out of it.
Nothing.
It would just be for the thrill of the game.
Event.
It's a charity event.
You're donating your
at
time.
no cost to you. We're going to break into our performance center.
They owe you a favor.
That's right. They got to do me a major
Blackmail.
solid.
It was all blackmail.
It was all blackmail, and I was trying to make a joke there, but there wasn't one. So there we have it. Century 2, if you're listening, I'm totally kidding about Ocean's 11 breaking into Century 2. We would never, ever do anything like that.
Or would we?
Da-da-da. Incidental music comes up. Okay, guys. So without digging a deeper hole for ourselves, thank you for listening to our season.
Whole season, yeah.
Season 12 has been fun, and season 13 is just around the corner.
Need to insert some applause. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, some corny applause, game show
Sherry,
style.
you're killing me with these edits.
sorry. We don't have to insert
And then a
applause.
horn, and then thunder, and then running, and then a woman scream. All right, but if you want to binge listen to what we've been done so far on season 12 or all the episodes in general, you can check us out on our website at doublestuffpod.com. All of our new episodes are showing up on the new podcast platforms. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Double Stuff Podcast, and of course on Twitter at Double Stuff P, and that's the letter P.